I just
Fuck.
hot mic. Yeah, if you don't pay your bill in 3 months, they turn it off.
That's gracious.
I think 3 is pretty good.
But fuck, man.
I think I don't. I'm pretty sure it's like 2, and then on the third, when the third one comes due, is when they cut you.
That sounds accurate.
That sounds good.
You know what I hate, like on bills, is like, is it due when they say it's due, or is it due late after it's due but before the next one? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then sometimes it's like, are you paying for the month you've used, or are you paying for the month that's upcoming?
I frequently wonder that, because it's like, if I wanted to change my insurance plan or whatever for my car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did I just pay for the month that I just used, or can I go to Geico and be like, hey, can I go down to the minimum coverage to have a lower bill to like eke out that
insurance?
Like
you pay the month in advance,
right. Well, I was gonna say,
and you get prorated if you change it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say what they do is they bill you. Well, I know this because I've dealt with mine.
Yeah, I dealt with mine
the way
too.
it works is like your bill is the 6 months. If you
right,
you pay it's the entirety of the 6 months, and they're just breaking up the payments, and so you could, like, if you want to change it in the middle, like like Alf was saying, they'll prorate you, right? Like they'll like, oh hey, this is going to cost less. You've already paid $400. The new one costs $500, so you only owe $100 left on whatever time you have. Yeah. Or if if you go more, that's like the only reason I know that is because when I bought my newer car, I had to pay like a prorated rate of like an extra $20 or something, because it was like a small change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I went from I forgot that I had full coverage on my shitty car.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Jesus.
Because I wanted someone to steal it.
I have full coverage on my Element.
Because you want someone to steal it.
I want someone to just
steal it, set it on fire, just like, yep, I'm going to need the maximum amount of money.
10 grand, please. Thank you.
It had 1 mile on it.
Yeah. I literally pushed it everywhere.
Wrote it in reverse. That was this movie.
Ferris Bueller.
There you go. Yeah. All right. It's episode 222. Make a wish. August
11/11.
I just got it.
I thought it was any of them that repeat.
You're looking at the camera again.
I was looking at you.
I'm here.
Well, okay, it's weird. Like, I can look at you.
I know.
I can look at you
busting
right
your chops. I'm busting your chops.
What about like when you die roll and it's the same numbers, right? You roll more dice.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's August 14th. We're a day late, but
$1 short.
Always $1 short. We don't fucking pay the bills around here. We just talked about that.
That's true.
It's Joey.
Kyle.
Alf.
Yeah, and the more I realize, I keep encouraging people, watch the video. The video portion of the podcast is truly the best.
Yeah, because you see Joey break the fourth wall.
It's constantly. Just me, like, finger guns. You get to see this cool shirt that I got. Like, it's really
fucking sweet Spider-Man on it.
Yeah, that's not Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man as fuck. What are you talking about? Look, he's even got a web behind him. Come on.
Yeah, that's not Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man.
This fucker, he's trolling the fuck out of you.
He's trolling.
Just turn away from him.
He's trolling. I'm biting my lip.
So again, if you were watching the video thing, you can see where I turned away from Kyle, but on the video, I'm looking at him like a fucking.
God.
Now I'm looking
it's that attention to detail no one asked for, but you got it.
Well, no, I don't. I didn't flip sometimes I flip it, so that way I am looking where I should
real time flip it.
It's very daunting when you talk to me, like, I'm talking to you. No, you're not. You're not looking at me at all.
I'm going to flip it right now. You guys, just keep everybody entertained while I do that.
No.
Oh, wow. No. Fucking jerks.
No.
I mean, we can do what you've been playing real quick.
You usually want to talk about your week, then what the fuck you've been playing, then the news.
We always mix it up.
I think what you've been playing is more entertaining than my week.
Oh, wow. I don't think it's entertaining at all. I'm going to shut you down like I always do. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, fuck. All right. I don't know, Alf. What did you do this week?
All right. I should transition right there.
Wore some socks to work.
When I look at Kyle.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Look at Alf.
I don't know what you do. We didn't fucking have a podcast last week.
That's right, because we saw wrestling.
Yeah, we went to the WrestleFest.
That was a good time. I actually had fun.
I had fun too.
Aside from the things I normally hate about dealing with large. Oh my god, it's like disorienting me. That I hate about
Stop looking at it.
Because my face is backwards, and it's like,
oh my god!
Like, did you watch the movie Looper?
That's what I mean. Switch it back in real time. When you look at the camera, switch it back, and then
you're saying I'm just over here pounding on the button just to keep.
Yeah, just set up a macro, like
Joey. Like I turn my head this way, and then it transitions. So then, like,
it has like a Star Wars transition, like. The checkerboard one.
The
Do
wipe.
I think we have.
Do the
those in here.
checkerboard one. That's the one I like the most.
I think I have fade. I can do a fade.
Oh God, don't do it. Just don't do it on the phone. Oh God, he's doing it.
I didn't do
This
it.
is why a podcast does.
So check this out. So we saw
check the video where we do
Sorry,
nothing.
wrestling.
we saw wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Would you believe that Daniel Bryan was by far the worst match on the card?
God,
Really?
he was-
I mean, that
he was
that
bad.
match was not as entertaining as I thought it would be.
Fucking
I was
like
kinda
it was like
That was
four,
a useless
four-
fucking
The
match.
Gimmick beforehand was good. All right, so we should be clear here. We did not go to. We went to a WWE
house show.
show. We did not
Heat
go to.
wave.
We did not go to a
taped
a
event,
taped event. We
Or
didn't go to
li-
like
yeah.
Raw or
pay-per-view.
pay per view or anything like that.
But so like at a house show you can get away with some shenanigans that you can't normally get away with, and you can do, you can actually like allot some time to like be boring.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
I took a bad time to go to the bathroom too. It was so bad.
but yeah, fuck. You didn't expect Daniel Bryan of all people to put on by far the worst matchup.
Yeah, I felt like that one was a little.
You do expect Shelton Benjamin to put on the worst.
It's not that bad of a dude.
No, but his wrestling's just trash. Now,
Yeah.
didn't always.
Back then was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It's fine.
What was Mandy?
Yeah,
I know you lost, but
Yeah.
a lot of attractive women on the
that
WWE
blonde girl
network.
that-
that was at least 3 C's.
Was it Mandy?
Yeah, I think
Mandy.
it was Mandy.
Because I kept screaming, Mandy!
Oh, Mandy Rose.
There we go.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's pretty decent.
That's-
But yeah,
Let me have a moment here.
she was a fitness and figure competitor.
yeah, she's got a good figure,
She's a damn good butt.
Jesus,
bro.
Good.
this is not that
She
kind of
knows
show.
what she's showing off.
So I was like, I'm starting to watch
Listen,
Total Divas.
Listen, I agree, but that doesn't mean you gotta.
I said butt. She has a nice butt.
I was.
You know what else has a nice butt? But Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I was saying,
He's got a nice butt.
he does wear those briefs very well.
Trunks.
Yeah, I don't consider.
You know who has a nice bulge? AJ Styles. That's a nice bulge.
Really? Did you check out this bulge?
No, I didn't. Just complimenting the guy.
Apparently, Dave Bautista's got a big old wiener. Anyways, now he's in Hollywood.
Hollywood,
Not because of the wiener.
maybe.
I mean, it might have something to do with it, but it certainly isn't that stupid tattoo around his belly button.
Oh yeah.
I've mocked that belly button tattoo for so many years.
It's the Godsmack tattoo.
It's the Godsmack. It's the Godsmack symbol. It is.
That's pretty much what it is. Anyways, yeah. So we did wrestling. I don't know about the rest of your weeks, but mine was pretty much working. That's it.
So Joey and I did have some work, but our work interlaced with wrestling.
Oh yeah. We had to shoot a hot promo with AJ Styles.
You know, you
Who
could.
apparently has a nice bulge, as per Alf.
I didn't look at it, but I'm going to compliment the man.
But yeah,
So out of all that shit, you didn't take out yourself on. Can we do a bit for Golden Saucer?
I thought about it, and then
it's a bit much.
I thought about it,
But then he sees the podcast like, oh.
I thought about this a lot.
I mentioned the podcast
And, like,
to him.
I thought there's seriously it's really weird. Like this is I'm not like starstruck by meeting AJ Styles. Like
I kind of was, but yeah. go ahead.
and I felt bad. I feel bad about looking back, and I feel bad about that because but I was very it kind of moved my perspective about thinking about that kind of stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm really impressed that he from dealing with him because we he bought some stuff he wanted to buy some stuff from me personally. He was like, no man, you don't have to give me a deal because I'm famous. You don't got to do this. You don't got to do that. He was really down to earth, just talking to would you
Remember
go out
he,
over there? Don't do it that way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Shit, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
so
Remember he brought up his sons.
Yeah,
He was
we
like,
were
I got 4 sons.
Yeah,
Like,
we were just
Jesus.
we were just talking two dudes just talking, and we shot the video and he's he was like it's he obviously he's like, okay, we're gonna do a couple takes because I gotta snip it together and things like that, but. And what was funny is Kyle and I were talking to him. He's like, after he recorded, he's like, that was a shoot, and then it was like, oh, it's fucking cool, that he's using the wrestling talk and and everyday vernacular.
double entendre.
Yeah, and then
Non-sexual, by the way.
yeah, and just
bulge.
you know, I came away from it like especially going to the event and seeing the way that wrestlers and entertainers, same sentence, how they interacted with the fans. You know, they're very much about going down and going into the corners and taking pictures with fans, meeting everyone. If there was a kid there that wanted to meet them, they did not like ignore any of the kids.
No, they did.
Like they made sure they know that
They know their target audience.
They know those kids are their biggest fans, and they're and
Merch pushers.
not well that too.
That is.
I mean, some of it is a business thing, but like even like AJ,
I mean, that's how you
someone
keep the
walked up to
business
AJ when we were there, and he's like, "Hey man, can I get a picture?" She's like, "Sure, man, no problem." You know. And like he interacted with some fans that weren't
despite like he had clearly just come from the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like in. Yeah, he wasn't here like in ring attire.
Yeah,
you know
he was.
Like
he was pretty incognito.
He was dressed down. Like he was showing off the guns though.
Right. And like I thought about it, and I was like, I was really happy that he chose to come see us and shoot a video with us. He didn't charge me for that. I didn't ask him for that. Like,
sure.
And the thing is, he asked me to get some stuff from my personal collection to show off, and like I had to go to my house and get it, and he waited here for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow,
a celebrity here waiting. I didn't know that for part. Me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true, absolutely.
Like
true.
I was more important than he
Would you
was.
show off? I'm curious.
I mean, like. I'll leave it for the video, but I'll tell you. I don't want to ruin
Was it that Duke Nukem Forever?
I didn't show the balls. I did not show him my balls.
Dude, the one thing I will reveal that I was like, "What the fuck are you showing him this for?" Was the dev kit.
The dev kit,
because there's a great story behind it. But like, even he was just like, "All right, yeah."
I was like, "I don't know, cut this shit out. I don't care." Like, I don't know what you.
Because like afterwards, he was like, "That's really interesting," but like, I want retro stuff. Like,
I was like, "I don't know what you like." I don't know, like,
yeah.
Did you bring
no? So like, but the stuff that you did, like the SNES that was the test SNES and stuff, like that was the kind of stuff he was looking for.
Man, you should have brought all those Perfect Darks.
Like, all of them. Look at, I have the world's largest collection of Perfect Dark Zeros.
Yeah.
Why?
Only steel case. I don't fuck with that plastic stuff.
I have 5 of them.
That's the world's largest collection by a wide margin.
Yeah, I mean, he was really cool. He was really nice.
Those are the type, the font that comes out, world's largest collection. Why?
I think like one of the things I showed him like at the end.
It's a joy. Hey,
like at the end, I think the thing that like we put at the end, and I don't know where it'll actually be in the video. I think like if I were him and I was shooting that would be the cover photo.
Did you buy some? Did he buy some of your?
He bought some stuff.
Personal shit from you?
Not personal for me, but I told him like, hey, dude, just call if you want something.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I don't care. I told him, I was like, I got kids too. Like, I can use the money. It's fine.
That's awesome.
So
that's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he was really nice, and like he went out and put on a good show too. You know,
did.
And
if there's any other Gainesville he'd live in, be right here.
Yeah, it was
there's another
really nice.
Gainesville though.
Gainesville, Georgia.
No, I mean like besides Gainesville, Georgia, and Gainesville, Florida. I think there's one in Texas as well.
I think so. Yeah. I definitely enjoyed the event.
It's good.
I mean, like
I know. Dibble and I were both like, we're like, this place not fucking serve beer.
Yeah, no beer at the event. I wanted to get like one of the souvenir cups. They had the WWE.
Dude, that was the first thing Adam did. Like we got there and like because you weren't there yet. He literally was like, I gotta go grab one of these cups real quick. And I was like, why? And he was like, because they're gonna sell out. And like I was just like, it's a cup, dude. Like turns out he's wise beyond his years.
I will say since I've been to a couple of wrestling shows, like pay-per-views and stuff like that, like man, I am not a fan of the audience or crowd that goes there.
Yeah, no, the audience is a little bit obnoxious. And like there's, I mean the same could be said for like I've went to professional football games and baseball games and
but for every like one of that dude who was behind us yelling at every person that was there, there's one of those kids that was in front of us that was just like stoked. You know what I mean?
I like to make the kids cry. I'm sorry.
I think like my problem.
Get up, John Cena. Die, Cena, die!
There's certainly
Why are you saying that? And the poor kid, I felt bad. This was like a Royal Rumble in Miami. I did that. It was so bad. It was so bad. They booed me.
Yeah, you're the heel in that scenario.
Oh, it was so good.
Well, there you go. You fixed it.
Yeah, no, it's like bad. I think it's a coupling right here is bad.
Yeah.
Maybe screw the little screws in there.
I'll get the Patreon going.
All right, there we go. Oh,
these mics are... Stop it. You're breaking it on purpose. I'm watching you do it. Everyone watching the video can see you fucking with it.
No, it goes in and out. Look, it's going to go out again.
I don't know.
Shut up.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I'm not trying.
Yeah, he's over there like...
I'm not trying
He's over there like, Look, this TV doesn't even work when you punch it.
I got a dead pixel.
Exactly. I mean, the thing I was going to say is there's definitely a lot of people in the crowd who are very obnoxious, and they go beyond being like
a guy in the front row, whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys know that he does that.
No, just me. Joey hasn't been to Fest Wrestling with me. But,
Jesus Christ!
But yeah, that guy goes to every wrestling event in town. Like he was there at
that guy was annoying as fuck.
NXT the time that I went with the wrestling crew, and he's always just like.
I mean, there's always going to be people like that at any sporting event. There's always
he's got a certain
fan.
like personality type too. You know what I mean? Like he's.
It's a lot of people that believe it's real, and then a lot of people that just want to talk wrestling. I'm like, I don't want to talk wrestling with you because there's something weird about you.
Right. There's like I said, there's super fans in anything you.
Yeah, I get that.
There's always the dude in the crowd who's wearing a Speedo and body paint and. There's no way the refs are making the right calls. There's the idiot who's like got a tube sock and ready to run out on the pitch and get tackled.
Oh, you're just talking about a nude guy?
Yeah, nude.
This is the women that are making the men boyfriends complacent. Like, I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's happy.
There's the obviously drunk dude.
Yeah,
like plowed, just completely gone. So you get the stereotypes and everything. The event, like I said, it was good. I enjoyed myself.
Seating was fantastic.
We had
seating was great.
I'm really happy with the seats we got. That we paid so much. I knew we didn't pay a lot of money, but we paid
a lot at all.
Like when the cheapest seat was $15. I'd hate to think what we had. I'd hate to think what a $15 seat was, especially because my disappointment with the event was. They had the ability to broadcast to the overhead jumbotron, but they didn't.
They only did it for like intros and
it was super weird why they did that.
Although the main event, the lighting for it was so spectacular.
Yeah, they like dropped down the house lights and everything.
That was a good effect.
Really good. And it just got to be.
It made the main event feel a lot more special, but like I kind of wish the whole thing had been.
It had more a grand scale to it.
Lit was like that, yeah.
I mean, like if I think we should go down the list. Like we saw Sheamus and Cesaro. We saw
the New Day, R-Truth.
We kind of saw a Race War tag team.
The Usos.
That was a weird 5-on-5.
It was a 5-on-5 tag team, and it was
Sanity was on Cesaro and Sheamus's team.
We saw
the Usos.
The Usos. I said that. Yeah.
Aiden English.
Yeah, he lost to both
the 10
opponents that he had. Yeah, he lost to Ty Dillinger and then also to Sin Cara.
Yeah, and we saw
Asuka. What's her name? The one that raves. I don't know her name.
Oh yeah,
Naomi.
We
saw Asuka, Naomi, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair,
Mandy,
Mandy, and her trainer, who I can't remember her trainer's name.
Yeah, and then
Bryan Daniels, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan.
Oh. In Ring of Honor, he was
I know
Bryan Daniels.
Yeah,
and then Samoa Joe,
Shinsuke R-Truth, or I said R-Truth.
Randy
Orton,
yeah,
Jeff Hardy,
yeah,
AJ.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. The other thing.
No, there was more than that.
No,
Rusev and
Rusev and his wife and
Rusev, Lana, and then whoever CN is. I don't know who that dude is.
Okay.
Some Mexican guy thinks he's 100.
Yeah. We saw that. Yeah. I thought, hey man, anytime you got some wild stuff like that. Overall, it was a good time. I think that
was fun.
It's not.
And also Shelton Benjamin. And we got to see Brian Saxton, who was UF alum.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I didn't know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know either. He was looking really sharp in that blue
that orange
suit.
And blue suit.
Yeah.
It
was just it was like a baby blue suit, and he had like an orange and blue tie.
Nice tie. That was orange. He had some decent shoes on. Yeah, some gaiters maybe.
Good. And then
he was pumped to be home too.
Exactly. They put on a good show, and like if that kind of event comes to your hometown and you have an interest in wrestling. I say just take you need a little more than a casual interest. You need to kind of be a little bit invested. But
probably just so Joey and I only watch the pay-per-views because watching the
I watch the big pay-per-views. That's it. Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. That's about it.
So watch SummerSlam?
Huh?
SummerSlam's big.
I was about to say you probably do SummerSlam, WrestleMania,
Survivor Series.
Did they do In Your House anymore?
I don't think they do In Your House. I would just probably do Royal Rumble.
I think In Your House became
WrestleMania. Those are the two big.
Yeah. Survivor Series became big.
SummerSlam's supposed to be right under WrestleMania.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Then I would put like those.
Really? I love the Rumble.
I thought Royal Rumble.
The Rumble's always like the
second. And then SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then like Survivor Series. And
well, the Rumble's great because it's unpredictable.
But then every other pay-per-view is garbage. Payback.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank's great.
That's what I'm saying. That's in there good. Tables, Ladders, and Chairs.
I like
good.
TLC as well.
TLC is good.
Exactly. See, basically all the product is good. The only one I don't like is Elimination Chamber.
I don't like Elimination.
I don't like Fastlane. I don't like
Payback.
I don't like.
There's a lot of dumb ones there.
I mean, there's one a month, sometimes two. So anyway, all right, that was great. I think I don't like. If you want an update on the hole in the roof from me, they're working on it. They just now took the dryers out and they left
still being
worked on. Hole. They're not even working.
Did they find the guy?
No, they're working on finding the guy and killing the guy and fixing that.
Killing the guy and looting his corpse.
Yeah, that's where they're at. Did anyone play any games worth a damn? Like, Kyle, I don't want to talk to you. You're going to talk about fucking WoW. You can go last so I can take a nap. See, video portion.
Greatest
video
game.
Portion.
Greatest.
Al, looking at you.
What the fuck did I play?
Say, look at this guy.
More Donkey Kong. I know that for sure. Fun game.
Jungle Beat.
Can't go wrong. Yeah, the Jungle
Funky
Beat.
Mode.
Funky Mode all the way. That's about it. Actually, I haven't played that many games because I've been like super busy.
I'm not gonna say shit about WoW.
When I say busy, I mean like
WoW.
Just have a daily routine.
Dude, it like literally like just released.
I was gonna blame you for us not recording yesterday with playing WoW.
First off, I barely got to. The servers were so fucking slammed.
Yeah, you were like, I'm gonna play WoW. I was like, you mean you're gonna sit there and look at the servers being fucking full?
That's accurate.
I seem to think that everyone just sees
so many streamers streamed a marathon 24 hours playing that game.
I saw.
Tim went to level 20 and
there's already 120s.
Jesus Christ,
there's a lot of 120s.
That's fucking crazy. I don't play the game, but that's more. I'll give it credit. Jesus Christ,
a lot of 120s. But yeah, it literally just released today. All I want to talk about is how fucking dope it is.
Okay, sure.
I think they've streamlined a lot of things in the correct way.
All right, well, let me just do this.
Yeah.
I don't think Al, you didn't play anything.
No, besides Donkey Kong, no.
Nothing spectacular. Nothing. Tropical Freeze, right, is what we're talking
about.
Tropical
Freeze, yes.
Okay. I've been playing Kirby with it. I'm maybe done with Kirby just because it's
Allied.
Kirby Star Allies. It's kind of slow. That's exactly.
It's really slow. Even the demo I play, I'm like
Kirby's always been kind of slow, but that game's
it's been getting slower. I don't know why, but this one feels really slow. Like even the animation, like.
Yeah, you just kind of like
they just dumpy walks. I'm like, I don't know. I played the demo. Beautiful looking on the Switch.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah,
fuck, it's just
that being said, I might be just like
clocking out.
Might be it.
Got that Captain Toad yet?
No, I should get that though.
Let me get that Captain Toad.
Okay, well, we'll work something out after this.
All right.
What do you got in trade? Collateral.
Got the codes. Got the free stream. There we go.
Fuck, I fucked up.
Got that Ready Player One.
I got the codes first.
The Avengers. Yeah.
Should I got the codes first?
What fucking codes have I given you already?
Wait, what have you done for me lately?
There we go. There he is. There he is.
All right.
World of Warcraft. How good is it?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there you go.
So I don't want to touch on storyline at all because like it's
bullet points. Give us the bullet points.
Real hot. Oh, say.
Tell me about Sylvanas.
She's a bitch. I hate her. Just. If you love World of Warcraft lore, especially like old World of Warcraft and Warcraft lore, a lot of those heroes are making appearances. So, you know what I mean? Like if you've played Hearthstone, you know, some of those characters.
Is Millhouse in there?
That Millhouse? Is that what you said?
Hearth or Hearth?
Hearth.
He said Hearth.
It's absolutely pronounced either way.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's because walking through a door, that is a hearth or a hearth.
I've heard both, so I don't know. I've always said hearth because
I've always said hearth. I've never heard it hearth. I've never really actually heard hearth.
I'm not gonna get into the
phonetics. Yeah, whatever.
Elevator.
I probably more like how British people pronounce basil. You know what I mean? Like that kind of.
Tell me about your beta.
They some of the stuff like was before the expansion, but like they just kind of did it like for the expansion, like. All the characters got overhauls. Your rotation is completely different. Your weapon's not an artifact weapon anymore, so there's more freedom in terms of like what you're wielding again. All the animations for your stuff, like the fireball, like frostbolt, even down to like melee attacks and stuff like that, all that's way flashier and way more fun to look at.
But like, did they give it like another graphical overhaul? Because I think didn't they just do that a couple years ago?
So a couple years ago, they gave the character HD models,
right.
But now like the particle density for like the spells is like much deeper and stuff like that. There's also just like a shitload of new models. Like just like the things that you fight like look way different. And music is like really, really fantastic. I'm really, really in love with the expansion so far.
Right. I mean, like,
can I get a corgi pet still?
Yeah, I have two. I have a regular corgi, and then I have a molten corgi who looks like he's made of lava.
Molten corgi.
Can you give me them?
He came from Molten Core. Isn't that fantastic?
Can you give me both of them?
You can get them yourself.
Oh, I thought they were like limited time.
Molten corgi probably is, but
yeah, give me Molten Core.
I can't give them to you.
I'm gonna check eBay to see how much you can buy them.
It's not like
I'm joking. I don't even fucking play WoW.
But yeah, you can get a regular corgi.
I was tempted to play WoW just to get the corgi.
So I'm fairly sure all you had to do was have a legacy account to get the Molten corgi.
Fuck, there we go. I don't have one.
Yeah,
unless my 14-day trial back in 2007 counts as a legacy.
Pretty sure it does.
Oh well, no. There we go. I guess I don't even know.
That corgi got mailed to your inbox and then died there because they have 29 days until they get deleted.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone.
But yeah, you get a corgi. They're fucking adorable too. They do like little butt scoots and.
Don't make me want to play this game. Don't make me
not for a pet, dude. Come on.
I will play for a pet.
You can play Pokemon. Like you can do pet battles.
Oh God, no, that's too much.
You can level up that way too. It's like an effective way to level up.
I just want a Vigo representation in the game.
He looks just like Vigo.
I know he does.
The regular one, not the Molten corgi.
All right, I gotta talk. Sorry.
That's all I really want to say. Like,
all right. Rewarded from the achievement WoW's 10th anniversary.
Yeah. So log on to WoW 4 years ago.
Damn it. All right, be right back. Need plutonium.
If you have played WoW in the past, you enjoyed PvP, or you enjoyed the lore of the Horde versus the Alliance, and like not like the Legion or the Burning Crusade, that stuff, because there's not really much there, then now's a fantastic time to reset.
What's this expansion called? I don't even know. See,
Battle for Azeroth.
So if I buy this one, do I get all the expansions? Is that what they did?
Yeah. We talked about that the other day.
I know. That's why.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe. I don't know. I really don't want to play.
You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there, and
I'm still playing Guild Wars.
I mean, like,
it's really good.
I would say my argument about WoW is that game it's still running on that 14-year-old engine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they've updated it a lot, but yeah, it's still basically the same core engine. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like I know this is never gonna happen because there's been people talking about what is it since like forever, but like eventually they need to move to WoW 2. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to get like out of the old like whatever. I'd imagine it's going to be a million times like harder than just unfathomable at some point, but they need it's could you imagine like we were talking about like basically playing it on like a PS2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it came out 14 years ago. So yeah, like that's, the beginning of the shit, right? Like that's before the 360 even. That's
yeah, exactly. So like that's what I'm saying. It's like playing on a PS2. Like you're like, oh my god. But then there's something to be said, like because it's old engine.
Doesn't require a lot to run. You can really kick it up. You know what I mean? Like it's not a video card intensive game. It's a processor intensive game.
Right, exactly. Because then they want you to be able to run it on like a fucking off the shelf computer.
But like you know what I mean? Like if you have like a really decent processor, like you can really like kick particle effects up, and in like big raids, like everything still looks really nice and smooth. So, but
particle effects.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
That's good.
So fun. I mean,
I'm still playing Realm Reborn, Stormblood, and Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that. They released it early. They were going to originally do
sort of, yeah. So California and that time zone, and then New York and that time zone. got it at 3 p.m. and then 6 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday,
right?
And then
as opposed to how it used to be, where you got it
a global launch. Yeah. There was restrictions as far as like what you could do. Now the game is fully launched, so you can go wherever you want now. But I think there was like boundaries. Like I said, I didn't get to play enough to really like be like I'm going everywhere. You know what I mean? Because there's not even flying right now, so you're running around like on ground mounts.
Well, it sounds like it's better than Draenor. I know last Draenor you didn't like that much.
That wasn't even Draenor was the expansion before the previous expansion. The last expansion was Legion.
Which is the one you didn't like? Was it Legion?
Both, really.
You said the garrison was like, ugh.
Yeah, the garrison's really tedious. Okay. So that's done, which I'm really thankful for because I hate playing a game and then having a mini game inside the game that's like it's like checking my phone in the game and like I don't want to do that.
No.
But then when they were like, well, now you can actually just check your phone. Like they gave you the garrison on an app on your phone. I was like, well, fine, you know, like that's fine. But they didn't do that for a while, so it was obnoxious. And then Legion continued to make you do the garrison stuff, which was still like, I thought we were done with this. The only thing they kept from Legion is there's before you had artifact weapons, and now you have an artifact amulet that gets powered by picking up items in the game that are like artifact power weapons. And it keeps getting better by the items that you pick up, and like it like affects your abilities and stuff. But I'd rather people have some time with that before we discuss it.
I'm doing that.
You're doing it now?
No, you're doing that.
I'm not. I'm sitting perfectly still.
No, when you're talking, you're like I'm just telling you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just like because you see, it looks like my head's bobbing. I'm like, oh no.
I think your head was bobbing. I think you were like, fuck yeah, wow, fuck yeah.
All right. I mean, did you get anything done? Did you get like any?
I'm like 112, almost 113. I've done like probably like half of one of the 3 continents.
I mean, you're just like wandering around. I was like, oh, sweet pickup quests.
Yeah, I'm just doing the.
Are you soloing or like with actual group?
Yeah, I'm just soloing right now. That's how I always do every single quest. Because like the ways to level is like you can quest, you can pet battle, or you can like do like instances, like groups. And they're all totally valid. However you want to do it is fine. I think doing all the quests first, getting the achievements, unlocking all the flight paths and that kind of stuff is the most fun way to do it, because then you have access to everything else.
True.
And then because then the game scales with you too. Like now it's not like this portion of the map is for 110s and this portion of the map is for 115s. Right. Now it's just wherever you go, it matches your level.
Right. Okay.
Which is the smartest thing they've ever done. So
makes sense.
Then I'm going to go do all the instances and stuff after that.
It was like a weird sound, right?
There was,
okay.
Yeah. There was definitely a spooky ghost out there for sure.
It's fine. He's dead now.
But yeah, it's interesting. There's like some like modern-ish Castlevania-esque music in where I'm at right now. Like it's like very like haunting piano and strings driven like music, and like it's interesting.
They got Brental Floss on it.
You get hey Brent. He's like, I'm just trying to get some Jimmy John's.
Oh man, I haven't had Jimmy John's in a while.
Free smells.
Ugh, I hate the free smells.
Yeah, it's a fucking dumb sign.
It's funny enough the first time.
But like, could you get away with that? Like if you're just like loitering there, you'd be like, that sign says free smells. Is there a limit to the free smells?
Like, I'm here for the free smells, and you just now the mayo.
I never thought of you like individually. Like, hey. Bring that over here.
Over here.
Bring that over here. I'm going to smell it.
You're just over there like hitting the fountain, just hit the fountain drink, just let it drain. Like, what are you doing? Like, free smells.
Free smells.
You go into like the actual dishwasher, like, yeah, you smell good.
You're nice.
It's not bad.
That's nice. That's nice.
So he's here again. Don't let him back here.
I had the weirdest fountain drink the other day.
Oh, really?
It was at Belay. And they have like those artisanal sodas.
You're not like selling anything there.
Yeah, it was a hibiscus.
I like Belay. The food was good.
The food's good.
Food was good.
The food was fine. I'm just saying, like, you're
Depending
like,
what you got.
Okay, I had a weird.
Oh, Joey hates something.
No.
This is a shocker.
The point I'm making is that you're like, I went to the health food store and then had a weird food item. You know what I'm saying?
But it's soda.
Right. I imagine
out of a fountain.
Right. That's just syrup and fucking other thing.
Right, but the thing is, like, it's no high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar, or whatever. So, it's like Jones out of a fucking. But it was, but it was hibiscus citrus soda. Like, it was. I said by weird, it was very good.
Right.
Like, probably one of the best sodas I've ever had. But it was just like, it's just weird.
So every time I mention something new to Joey.
No, I hate you.
Let me tell you why I don't like it.
Let me tell you why I don't like
it. It's the first thing out of his mouth.
I'm an old man. What do you want from me?
Let me tell you why you damn kids are wrong.
Yeah, Bole is pretty good. Salty though. I think it's salty.
What did you get?
Geez, are we gonna go down this road? I mean, the proteins was steak and lemon chicken, and the steak was really salty.
I didn't get the steak, so I don't know.
I had those chicken meatballs.
Oh, did you go to Vail?
No, you brought them in there one time.
Oh yeah, you tried it. Yeah.
That falls in the Joey's too expensive to try.
You can get the regular bowl for like $7.95.
I know what I'm saying. Like there's a weird realm in my mind that exists.
Joey needs a YouTube show just to do this shit.
I do. I need like it's basically like, okay,
all right, guys, this is me and Vail. Nope. No,
it's like today user sent this amount of money and said we're gonna try this, and then I would do it because then I don't care because like
and he's like this. Let me tell you why I don't like this.
Let me tell you why I don't like it. It's a bad value.
That's the name of the show. Let me tell you why.
I mean, and that's not just like a health food thing. There exists like going like if we're at like they're like, oh, we unveiled the new pizza at where's a Domino's or whatever. You just Hungry Howie's a good example. They got like all the flavored crust, right? Some of those sound pretty good. Some of those sound like, you know what? You're gonna have to let me try it for free because I'm not paying for a whole pizza with fucking
Cajun,
whatever it is.
So let me get this right. You just want the crust? Yes, I just want the crust.
Let me take a slice of pizza. Sell me a slice of pizza with the Cajun crust on it, so I can try it for like $2.
Let me dip my finger.
Let me smell it.
Let me get that free smell. Oh yes, that's probably bad. I don't want it.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. I don't know why we're down this path.
I don't know.
I mentioned soda, and
there is this like I have a problem with like
what's bad value.
You don't say.
No, with the association of how much I'm willing to risk sometimes.
Yeah,
you're that guy. $1 per hour played in a game.
Oh no, even then it's like.
This Captain Toad's not worth 30. I'll give you 15 and you'd be happy with it.
Wait.
He barters with a retail store.
I'm just like, that's a good way to relate to gaming. Like, you know what I'm saying? You walk into a thing, you're like, I'm not willing to spend $60 to figure out if I like that or not.
Yeah. Time to watch the Let's Play.
Time to go to YouTube.
Oh, watch 40 parts of it. And don't have to play it anymore.
Oh, this turns out I'm glad I didn't spend that $60.
Like Lords of Shadow. Ugh. That game.
All right.
But yeah, WoW's all I've been playing.
Wow.
I didn't play anything before WoW came out because like I was like, I don't know, like not. I was playing WoW before the expansion came out, like in preparation for the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot. I needed to apologize and make an addendum. The last time we recorded, I made the statement that the allied races were coming out with the expansion.
Oh yeah.
That is 100% not true. You still have to grind that rep out to unlock those races. So if you listen to me and you thought like, oh, I'm going to listen to Kyle and just wait for the expansion to come out and then I'm going to play Void Elves, I apologize to you.
Send all hate mail to you.
Because that's
Kyle Vanderwall.
It's just Kyle. What's my last name?
Vanderloo. Winnebago.
KyleGoldenSaucer.net is what you can send to.
That's fine.
Vando.
But yeah, I was fed some bad information
how the fuck
ended
you
up.
pronounce your last name? I never knew that.
It's phonetic. Varnador. Varnador. Varnador.
Now I'm gonna remember it.
Now you're gonna remember it.
It's not hard.
I've never pronounced it. No. I've never read it actually per se. I just know it starts with a V.
Like I've only ever seen it.
I've seen it.
I've only seen it in print. The Wind. That's
like
the wind.
Hearthstone.
Well, I had like 8 cows, and when Kyle V shows, that's good. There's that cow I know. All right, cool.
That's fair.
All right. Anything else on there? I don't think I.
No, I just wanted to, for posterity's sake, I was absolutely incorrect on the last time that we discussed a thing. So.
Well, I've been sitting here scrolling through the news, and good news.
No news.
Not a lot of it. I mean, we got like 2 weeks of stuff to cover, but I'm just gonna hit the big boys.
What do we got?
Well, a lot of gameplay out there. A lot of announcements. Stuff like that.
Have you heard this? Have you heard about this?
Have you heard about this? Yeah. I hear they're adding characters to the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Have you heard about this? Luigi's now dead. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, they fucking stole that dude's soul.
That motherfucker died.
They also, Mario was already dead.
Mega Man's dead too.
Yeah, see, everybody's dead. No one cares. No one cares. I'm really impressed with the. Okay, so they had
but apparently it was leaked out the day before.
Back up to before we talked about this. At Evo, they come out and they're like, "We got a Smash Direct next week." That's all they announced at Evo. What else they announced at Evo? The dude from Walking Dead, Negan, is coming to Tekken for whatever reason.
Still, whatever.
Right? Female Terry Beauregard. They announced that at Evo, which I think is pretty cool.
Burning.
But I think that was actually a week ago. So anyway, let's fast forward to the Smash Direct. Right? Like you guys watched that.
They did. Bated breath. Tip of my seat.
A lot of good gifts came out of that. I'm really impressed with the work they put into those CG trailers.
Really good.
I really wish they would put.
Yeah, they're getting really better at that.
Some interesting stuff. Pretty much off rip, they announced Kyle's favorite thing ever. Go ahead, Kyle. Let you put it out there.
Never fear, Simon Belmont is here.
Oof, he's got the good quaff, the mirror.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is someone already made artwork.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "Hey, Simon's here. Oh, hold on, let me get my extra suit." And it's Mega Man in the green suit, and it's like, way to go, Akis. Mega, you're back, Simon. And he's like,
"Oh, jeez,
I gave that up a long time ago. Please stop."
I have a family now. Yeah. Yeah, Simon was the first thing to be announced at the Smash Direct, in addition to Richter as an Echo.
Yeah, that was really fun. Richter as an Echo was fucking cool.
I mean, even the way they set up the levels and the tees, where it's like
Castlevania got fucking love.
Yeah, they went a lot of way in
34
tracks.
Yeah, well, that was in the thing as well. But
that's fucking crazy.
But
wow, Final Fantasy 7 got 2.
Right. So you got Simon with Richter as his Echo. They also announced
the stage.
You get a stage.
With the boss, with all the bosses come in interlude, like Wolfman, Frankenstein, Mummy, who else? Medusa, Dracula at the very end, and then they showed the shadow figures like question mark. You saw that? Yeah. It's Kid Dracula.
Think so.
Someone put someone put a side by side picture. The shadow matches perfectly Kid Dracula. So I don't know. They're gonna do a 3D rendering of him, but
Kid Dracula's not from Castlevania though.
It's an offshoot from it. I think Konami did it.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
But also Alucard as a
trophy,
assist trophy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And did you see his movement animation?
Refresh my memory.
He moves just like he does in the PS1 game. Like he has the echoes behind him.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
He's got an uppercut and all kinds of stuff.
Looks really fantastic.
They also announced Chrom as well.
Yeah, the protagonist from Fire Emblem.
Echo of Ike.
Roy, I thought.
No,
is it Roy?
Echo of Ike.
Oh, okay. I think it's Ike or Roy, one of the two.
That's the thing I'm looking at. Says he's an Echo of Roy.
His moveset look like Ike, but whatever. I could be wrong. I'm basing it off of how he was moving.
Dark Samus.
Dark Samus as an Echo of.
She floats. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that was really cool. And at the end of the direct, they announced King K. Rool.
That was cool.
He looks fantastic.
That looks fucking fun, dude.
He looks super fun.
It was especially fun the way they announced it and they showed it, and then
those Donkey and Diddy animations, right?
They were great.
The facial animations,
yeah, the eyes bug out, and then
they break the glass and stuff.
That laughing DDD, that was pretty good.
Also, the fact that the King
Wart
K.
still gets no love. I want Wart.
King K.
Even
Rool,
as an assist trophy, I just want him.
He completely blew up Donkey Kong Island. Just like no one says anything.
I saw that tweet too.
No one says anything.
Everyone mad about Luigi Diamond. DK just got wiped.
I will.
Some things are important. Other things aren't.
It's not gonna. Nope. Mm-hmm. King K. Rool, like that's property. He, I believe, this what's been speculated that he belongs to Rare at some portion. So, unless that's something that just was made up and no one knows. But I definitely think he's interesting. Like,
yeah, that's really cool.
That's like one of those like kind of out of left field characters. Like nobody expected that, but it turns out people wanted it. You know what I mean? Like, because like I think people were happy to see King K. Rool.
Yeah. They also announced like Alpha saying an extended amount of musical tracks based around all the different.
How many hours can you listen to back to back? Everything with including the fanfare.
They said it was like over 800 songs.
It was like 28 hours straight.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Apparently, there's a mode where you can just listen to music too.
Yeah, you can like use it as like you can turn it off.
Player.
Yeah, your Switch could become an MP3 player at that point to just listen to it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I definitely and then
the stages,
right?
Not including like Battlefield or Final Destination mode. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, not including the Omega stages.
There we go.
Or the Battlefield stages. There was 103 playable stages,
and then when they showed all the selection for all the maps, there's a whole black row still with 2 maps there. Mm-hmm. So you know they're gonna announce more still.
Yeah.
Sakurai, holy shit, man!
Yeah, it's 309 stages total with Battlefield and Omega stages.
Sakurai, no one asked this. Holy shit, man!
I like that all the memes of him are like, never ask me for anything again.
Yeah. Never said I didn't do anything for you.
No, when Luigi died, it's like, guys, Nintendo confirmed Luigi's still alive, and it's Waluigi. Wow, we're in agreement.
We also got some cool some assist trophies. Shovel Knight shows up as an assist trophy.
I'm kind of bummed he wasn't a character,
but he's already in the other game. What was he in? Was it Rivals of Aether? Was he in? I don't know.
Someone tweeted the most indie character to ever get cameos ever. Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't realize he's in so many games.
Who else was in there? Who else was in there? Waluigi's in there as an assist.
Yeah, of course.
Knew about that.
The little clap trap thing, whatever, from Donkey Kong. He's in there.
Yeah.
His name's Claptrap.
His name is Claptrap. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
And then like
well, Bomberman was announced last time, right? Was it true?
No, that was on this one, yeah.
I think it was the last one, though. Was it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was Bomberman.
That was pretty cool seeing him. The moon looks really cool from Majora's Mask.
Yeah, the moon.
Fuck, that looks good.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, like
also some mechanics got announced. Do you want to talk about that, or
yeah, you can talk a little bit about that.
So the only one that I think is like really worth talking about and may make its way into the competitive scene, instead of there being like a random smash ball that appears throughout the stage.
That's definitely one to talk about.
You can build a gauge that when it fills, you get to use your smash attack.
That's really cool.
So that kind of complies with like the standard of most fighting games.
You know, I always thought that was like, not knowing anything about Smash going in, that was a mode that was, you know, I was like, why don't people do this? And they're like, that's not a thing in this game.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was something. Then like,
Zero. He's an assist trophy.
Yeah, there you go.
I just remembered him.
Yeah. Yes. That's accurate. So that.
Stage transformations.
Yeah, I think that's. Are you going?
That was my second point. You're fine. That's what I was going to talk about next.
Yeah, you can transition.
So you pick a first stage and you pick a second stage, and then I don't know like if you get to pick the moment when it transitions.
You can pick a timer, random, or
and the stage will transition mid fight. So that can lead to some shenanigans as well. That's obviously never going to make its way into competitive, but it's a really, really fun thing. It's fun. That I will obviously play at home.
Right. That's the thing you do at your house.
And there's a mode that they hid from us that they won't tell us yet.
Skyrim.
That's all that was.
I'm stealing your joke.
I'm going to assume it's like
that image is cursed, as Reddit likes to say.
It definitely has to be like some type of subspace emissary.
It could be
maybe like that. Just
hopefully that'd be very cute.
I liked it. Everyone hated it.
Subspace emissary was very fun.
I didn't get to play it to unlock all of them.
It was certainly better. It was better than that fucking thing in Smash 4 with the board pieces. You know, the board game thing.
Oh, that was fucking dumb.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I hated that.
Worst part of that game.
I remember that part.
So like in 4 there was this thing where like you would move around a board and you would like destroy, like you would go into fights and like fight dudes and knock pieces off the board and collect the pieces and stuff.
Yeah, it was weird.
You don't remember it because it was terrible. You probably did it once and you're like, this isn't fun.
Subspace just had more like options and routes, and you could discover new shit every time you go through it.
Cute.
I enjoyed it.
I think it was fine. Yeah. Something like that would be fine.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, there's a lot
Home Run Derby.
There's a lot more about Smash. I really recommend watching the 30-minute thing.
That was really good.
Those are just like kind of the highlights.
It's like 23 minutes long. It fucking flies.
Everything they announced was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, oh man, you guys really going all out here. Especially like getting Simon. That's
that's my ultimate new thing.
That was super fucking cool.
You can. I have a conversation with Jeff, who's Smash handles 7, fairly famous Smash player, but like I was talking with him about it. months ago, he told me that Simon was predicted to be in the game. And like I can timestamp when I was like, I will literally play him no matter what. Like I was like, he can be the lowest tier trash in the entire game, and I will still continue to main him. And that is a promise that I'm absolutely going to keep.
So Nintendo did it. They have all their old franchises on one system, on one game.
Yeah,
like all their hits are in one game right now.
Basically,
it was just Castlevania was the only one missing. They got it. What, Rad Racer? That needs to be a fucking assist trophy. I guess that's about it. But everything else that was a hit for Nintendo is out. That's fucking crazy, man. That's really cool.
I'm trying to think of something. No Excite Bike.
Is it trophy?
It's a trophy.
Gyromite, assist trophy.
Give me a minute.
Balloon Fight.
Rob's a character.
No Tetraminos.
Was that a good game?
Tetris.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no blocks.
There's Dr. Mario in there.
Isn't the whole like Russian copyright thing?
Yeah.
That's why. There's Dr. Mario. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Playable character.
That's what I'm saying. That's
and it's his trophy.
Speaking of Tetris, have you guys seen that Tetris Evolve thing?
Are you talking about the Tetris Effect?
Tetris Effect, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, I was thinking, like, when they announced it.
I don't want to pay that money.
Yeah. Is it out? You can do it? Is it out? Is it a thing? You can play it?
No, I think that was. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, like, with Castlevania being announced, I was thinking of, like, what other games are left for Nintendo to be like, yes, we're going to do this. Like,
they even fucking dunked on Sega and put Sonic in that bitch. They were like, fuck you guys in our game.
If you really want to stick it, you get Crash in there. That's it. That's about it. I mean, he's on the Switch now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But other than that, like, unless Rare gives Banjo. I mean, it gave King K. Rool. That's it. Like, I'm thinking.
Oh, you did it.
I'm thinking of all like the old NES classics.
No,
you're off.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There you got no.
All right.
Yelling is not gonna make it.
Hello. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
He sounded like your little scream there sounded like Ganondorf powering up the Wizard Punch.
Yes, it does. I won't do it again, but yes.
Jeez. All right. You guys ready to move on to like the next thing?
Yep. I think we covered Smash pretty thoroughly.
Did you guys watch the Red Dead Redemption 2 official gameplay?
Yeah, horse nuts.
I only got to I only got to see it with sound off.
That's not even a feature.
It's a feature.
Horse nuts is a feature.
It's similarly to horse poop in Metal Gear 5.
On the back of the box. Horse nuts.
Horse nuts.
It's like the
physics. Come on.
It's like the Dude Ranch cover, the Blink
They sway and everything.
Yeah, I
nuts in video games garbage unless it swings.
Jesus Christ!
Remember the fight from Stick of Truth?
Oh Jesus! Yeah. All right. I definitely like. So I mean, that game like looks stunning. It looks great. Like the only thing I could say is there's a couple. They're running into the uncanny valley problem where like things look great and then their characters look like their characters.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh man, you guys really nailed it. But then the characters look like you know.
You got to put those LA Noire faces in this game.
That's all you have to do. Just put LA Noire in all your games. Doubt.
Wow.
That guy.
Yeah, I definitely am excited about that to a bit. You know?
Oh yeah, Red Dead's gonna be huge.
Red Dead's gonna be huge.
I'm more interested in the story.
I'm gonna buy that one edition that doesn't come with a game and be like, fuck it, I'm done.
What you mean? What?
There's an edition that doesn't.
Oh,
come with
you mean the one that comes with like the firebox.
All the dumb shit, but no copy of the game.
That's so fucking dumb.
Fucking sweet.
It
goes back to that thing you were talking to AJ Styles about.
Is it coming in October?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that one.
Was it like one more month?
It's October 29th.
Ooh.
27th? Am I just wrong?
I know I'm doing for Halloween.
I'm trying to Google it here.
Just playing Red Dead.
Just playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's it.
I do believe it's not Halloween. It's October 26th.
Oh, okay, it's not bad.
So, I mean, it looked really good. They showed like,
oh boy,
jeez.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
They did say like they're going to come back more to talk about the more things in there. They haven't talked about multiplayer really at all. You know,
the game has multiplayer.
It's guys.
I mean, the previous one did.
Come on, like the previous one did, and on top of that, they
I played with a bunch of my friends. They called it a get your posse, and you can have a posse.
Okay,
yeah. That's dope. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But you get murked by people on buffaloes and fucking elephant guns. So it's just like GTA. Get the fuck out of there quick.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I'd recommend it. It's like about a 6-minute trailer.
Yeah, that's my only issue is like that brand like tends to wear on me faster than most things. Like I get sick of Grand Theft Auto real fast. So like I think that's a thing.
Something about Red Dead is different though.
Red Dead.
They don't go crazy like GTA.
The only thing about Red Dead is there's a lot of slow in there.
The first time I have to race a horse and it's mandatory, I'm gonna be like,
They do a lot of the stuff. They're like, oh well, now we're gonna make you do blah, so you learn how.
You got to cater to all the fans. That's why. So that's what Rockstar does.
Yeah, I know.
It's dumb, but it's not as nonsensical, fucking crazy like GTA has been over the years. You know, it's like. No, you're in the old west.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that GTA missions where they're like, take this car from A to B, but if there's anything wrong with the car when it arrives, you got to redo it. It's like
I was like, escort mission, drive her and make sure she's happy. If she gets mad, you do the mission again. I'm like, why? I don't give a shit. Why can't I just kill her?
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be some stuff like that where you gotta deliver a horse and it can't be, whatever.
You can't scare the horse.
Exactly. All right. So moving on. Did you guys watch the Doom Eternal gameplay?
Fuck yeah, I did. Holy shit.
They are just like piling on.
Dude, let me swing that sword forever.
They got the sword. They made like a
grappling hook.
Melee thing.
They made Doom guy a predator.
Yeah, kind of.
He's a fucking predator.
Dude,
he has a blade and a shoulder cannon.
What about that scene where like the guards are there and they're like, you can't oh shit, it's Doom guy.
The better one the better one is where the guy is sitting on the computer and like Doom guy comes up and he like turns and looks at him and he just goes like this.
Yeah.
yeah. And the Doom guy approaches him and he like grabs the key card off his neck.
Snatches blue key right off.
He just like slowly drags him
over. Yeah. That trailer's fucking hype, dude.
Yeah.
But they put some like Dark Souls elements where you can invade other people's games.
Yes, you can come in and invade people's games and multiplayer stuff like that. I mean, definitely check that out. I'm really excited about it.
So am I.
It looks more arcadey. I will say that from the gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, they probably picked
the first one didn't feel arcadey. It felt more actiony.
I mean, the problem is they're showing you much like the first Doom. There's a lot of spots where if you're just watching someone play the actiony part of Doom, you're like, holy crap, this is fast paced and action. But that's really just like 45 seconds to a minute of action
of a portal opening up
of you clearing out a room of baddies.
I still don't understand the map system in that game. I really don't. To this day, I play Doom 1. I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck I am or going.
Well, I get some of that too.
Just keep going until I hit a portal.
Yeah.
Till the lady tells me the demonic presence in the room is at 0%, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah. I got lost a couple times.
I like that. Congratulations and welcome our new friendly visitors from the dimension. Whatever. Be kind. They're just as afraid as you are.
I'm definitely excited about that. A couple other let's see. Do I want to go into two things? One, Bethesda has said that they may not release Elder Scrolls Legends on systems that do not allow for cross-play.
Oh wow!
So that's coming out of Game Informer, so that's a pretty reputable source. I mean, obviously, this is like going into the Fortnite, the Minecraft, the Rocket League, all those kind of games where crossplay is becoming more and more of a thing, especially in something like Elder Scrolls Legends, which is the CCG collectible card game version of Elder Scrolls. Is it right? That's what Legends was, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. And so, Bethesda making that move, they've also made the move of taking Fallout 76 off of Steam. So like,
what, you can't like pre-buy it right now?
No, you can't buy Fallout 76 at all on Steam unless they add it back. What they're going to do is have they want to have their own client, their own launcher. Obviously, this is a move for them to get more money from you, and not more money like the game will cost more, but they no longer have to give a cut to Steam for selling it to you.
But yeah, I think that's fine.
Remember, they did. Well, we're just getting back to the day where like you want to play a Valve game, you got to go to Steam. You want to go to a Blizzard game, you got to go to Battle.net. I believe even they were trying to call
GameSpy.
Exactly. They were trying to call. Remember, they had Bethesda. They had Bethesda.net like 3 years ago. I think they announced like Bethesda.net, and you were supposed to go there and.
So like,
remember, Bethesda also moved all the mods off of Nexus, and they wanted to move it onto their own thing where you had to buy them from them. Remember?
Yeah, the bench work or whatever.
Yeah, Bethesda Works or whatever it was.
I don't know. So for stuff like if you bought like Final Fantasy 14 from Steam, which is fair. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people like want to go to specifically to Square Enix's site, create an account there, buy the thing, whatever. But Steam just launches into Square's launcher. So, like, why would
you don't launch into like a Square? You don't launch into a Square store though.
I mean, for Final Fantasy, you do.
Oh, you mean 14? Yeah. That's that. Well, once you're inside the game, you're inside your own little ecosystem and things like that.
Yeah, but like it's just like it's weird because like Steam just like sends you to the Square launcher. So like, there's like an argument to like, why would I buy this from Steam when all it does is take me an extra 20 seconds to log into the game that I want to play. So I guess like you could make that argument for Fallout.
I think that Bethesda is saying that they want to have a direct connection to consumers. In reality, they just want to cut
the middleman out.
Cut Steam out. I mean, it seems.
And then, there also could be some things to be said that they probably don't want Steam there so as for patching purposes or usability or whatever, a number of millions of things they can come up with.
I mean, Steam's also like recently been like real wishy-washy with like some of their policies and like like even back to like the Honey Pop thing where they were like, we're going to take this whole thing off. And like, you know what I mean? Like maybe Bethesda on top of making more money is also like, I don't want them to have a say.
Yeah, that's true too. All right. A couple more Bethesda things. Number one, Todd Howard was doing an interview at QuakeCon and they asked him about the PvP in Fallout 76. And basically they were talking about like what are ways they can do to discourage people from just being, griefing on everyone. And so eventually what happens is where if you become griefing to such a point, eventually you get a bounty put out on you. And when someone claims the bounty comes out of your caps.
Oh. Huh.
So like, you can do it, but, so definitely watch that with him.
That's fantastic news.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go on that. The last thing I have on
it's an interesting way to implement a punishment system. Like it still allows you to be a griefer. Like the freedom to grief is still there.
Yeah,
but you have to pay for it.
You might have a good time.
I like that a lot actually.
I missed one thing when we were talking about Doom. Simultaneous launch on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch
for Doom.
Yeah,
nice.
So Doom on Switch day and date is pretty good. So the last Bethesda thing is one that I'm not too happy about because it goes into weird territory.
Are you talking about old Evil Dead 2?
Yes.
Okay.
The Evil Within 2.
Evil Dead.
So
yeah, did you know Evil Dead 2 has a
I haven't been
Damn you, Todd.
A Bethesda game?
I checked up on this yesterday because it happened I think 2 days ago. So like, and there is only one source of this, and then the pieces are all there where this is more than likely a true story. Does that kind of like
it was reported on?
Right. Well, there's one source, the guy, and then they researched the guy, and then his story adds up so that it's true, right? But there's no one else, right? If you like in this moment that we're living in right now, that's the facts. There could be other instances of this where people haven't come forward yet. And this is new enough news that, like the story's not done. It's in progress. So basically, Polygon ran an article saying that someone had contacted them saying that they had been contacted by Bethesda with a threat of legal action because they were selling a copy of The Evil Within 2 new on Amazon Marketplace. So obviously, the gentleman said that he had purchased the copy of Evil Within 2 for his PlayStation, but said he wanted to build a PC instead, so he was just going to go ahead and sell his copy. And, rather than trade it so he can get more money for it, right? So Bethesda is arguing that because his game is marked as new, he is not he is not able to sell it because he's not an authorized reseller, and that
he just lacks licensing, basically.
Right, he doesn't have licensing, and it's falsely advertising because it's not new. Bethesda, when pushed a little bit, was like, well, if he, if he was new, he would be able to. If it was new from him, then they would have a warranty with Bethesda for a new game. For if it's like you open it up and it's defective, broken in half, Bethesda is responsible for that. So new used games are able to be used items are able to be sold in the United States under what's called the first sale doctrine. Basically, that says that if you buy a book, a video game, a CD, a DVD, as long as you are the first person to buy it from new and convert it from new to used, and then you have the ability to do whatever you want with it as long as you're selling it as used.
Can you put like new?
He could have put like new, and
but that's still
he could have put like new, still sealed. You know what I'm saying? And then so on. But this is Bethesda,
right? But
pushing the limits to see how far they can go, right? So the argument is that he has made the game materially different from a genuine product. So when you make something material different, it's a copyright violation, and it's kind of like that the area where Bethesda thinks they can get, there's this kind of sale stopped. So it's kind of a weird wishy-washy kind of thing. Like, they're basically saying they don't want people out there selling their stuff. Like they've come out and said, like they don't want people. Here's Bethesda. Bethesda does not and will not block the sale of pre-owned games. This issue in the case is that the seller offered a pre-owned game as new in the marketplace. We do not allow non-authorized resellers to present what they sell as new because we can't verify the game hasn't been opened or repackaged. So, like, suppose that he had repackaged it at his house and put an AOL CD in there, right, or whatever. But they said if they had listed as pre-owned, it would not have been an issue. So, obviously, like, there's a lot of back and forth here, but like, going back to what was originally happening. The letter that Bethesda had sent out came from another company who was placing a lot of effort into stopping sales and stopping these kind of things and protecting, trademarks and things like that by taking these I don't know how to explain, like taking these weird legal challenges, out there. And so it was kind of interesting to watch it unfurl, and like a lot of people come to say, protect like what is a new game and what is a used game, what is materially different, what isn't materially different, and it's an interesting read, especially if you go and read like through the timeline of it. And so, it definitely shows that there's people out there watching and trying to set up they're trying to
like establish a perimeter
of what there's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Like,
I think they're well within their rights. I think the problem with this one is that they specifically they were specific now that they've had that statement come out, but they specifically came out of this looking bad. Like, you can't sell your Bethesda games because you're not an authorized reseller. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, because you can't offer a warranty. Yeah. Like, I think it looks that way, like perhaps to the uninformed individual, which is probably the masses.
Right, exactly. But like, I mean, it's the same thing we talk about, like, which is another thing we're going to talk about in a minute, is like protecting your copyright. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, we talk about fan projects that get taken down, like another Metroid 2 remake, right? Mm. Like, Nintendo has to do something, right? They have to say, "Hey guys,
those like
sorry you made a really awesome thing, but you
called it Samus, so
this is our really property.
Yeah, we got to protect it.
It's not parody. It's not a review.
No,
like
it's a complete remake.
It doesn't fall under fair use. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, so it's really interesting if you go to. Like,
I think that what you said is true. Like, I think it's important that Bethesda makes the statement that, like, hey, we support, your rights, but this guy has technically overstepped his.
Right, and but the problem is that they were like the letter is like
we'll sue you to death,
whatever, you need to do this and whatever.
Sure.
And like the PR statement that comes out is super friendly, and then the letter that you get from the lawyer is super not. It's the same as like when wait,
was there threatening to go legal?
Well, obviously the failure to comply with this letter will, could pay.
Right, but that didn't come from Todd Howard didn't ink that letter.
Yeah, right. Well, we're also talking about Bethesda, and we're not talking about Bethesda Softworks. We're not talking about
we're talking about the company.
There's Bethesda, there's Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda Studios, and then there's ZeniMax who owns all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who told who to send out what this.
It was probably just some fucking lawyer who's just like.
Like, hey, did you send out those letters like I told you about those fucking guys selling new games on Amazon?
Yeah.
Tell them to cut that shit out, right? So.
Make it threatening.
And it's also just like another thing of them making sure they get their cut. That guy cuts into that new sale, cuts out their percent.
Yeah, but didn't he buy and gave him the sale already on that singular unit?
Arguably, yes. But then someone thinks they're getting another new sale from him, and making them culpable to the warranty on that sale, which they still should be because it's still new. Because it's
I guess maybe because I never actually got the warranty off the developer itself. I go to retail stores. So.
Right. Most places are gonna fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I see them in their rights, but I also see them like they're kind of overstretching at that point.
It is definitely like this thing was going wild places about talking about like first sale doctrine. Now you killed yours. Jeez.
Like if I bought something, it's within my legal right to sell it.
Sort of.
For sale, yeah. Well, here's the thing: you're not buying
video games. Is the thing? What Joey's about to say. You don't own the game. You own a license for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't support you selling it as a new product.
They can revoke that license at any time.
Like.
I feel like I can.
It's just in a situation where you have a physical thing.
I mean, like you can feel like it all you want, but like clearly you can't.
Well, the license was never used by me.
Yes, it was. You brought it from the store to your home.
It's not using the license.
Sure, it is.
It's one of those
transferring the license.
Believe me, I've entered this whole weird argument thing where in order for this is really fun because I've enjoyed this one. In order for you to understand what you're getting by buying a game, you have to open the game to read the contract. So thus, you're no longer able to return it and get your money back because you've opened it. And like, there's nowhere where you can go to like, yeah, I bought this game, opened it, and I read the end user terms and agreement, and then like they do actually have it in there now that you can send it back in and they'll give you your money back if you don't agree.
But then what's to stop for GameStop from giving you the open games was still classified as new?
Right, they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to do that.
Well, they do that.
Right, but the thing that you're talking about specifically, I assume, is Xenoblade, right?
No, even Secret of Mana.
No, he's talking about when you go. And you're like, and you pick up a new one, and they're like, sorry, all that we have is the last one we put out on the shelf.
Right.
For the demo.
They're not supposed to do that.
And I go like, well, give me the pre-owned price. And they're like, no, it's new. I'm like, technically, no, you opened it. That's my technicality right there. Like, you opened it, it's not therefore not new anymore.
I've had them transfer it to the used price.
They won't do it for me. I don't know. I've done it twice, and they won't do it.
Kyle's there all the time.
Yeah, like I've been like, it's used.
It's there all the time. He's there all the time. He's friends with people there.
So I'm definitely getting special treatment, but but the Xenoblade thing, there was a class action lawsuit that they lost.
Good, should be. I don't know.
Also, Human Divide.
What?
Deus Ex.
Oh,
or was that Mankind?
What is it?
When they opened up the PC copies and sold the digital copies.
I don't recall that one, but yeah.
So are movies the same concept when you buy the licensing of the movie? I don't see that. I don't know. I get where you're going. I get where
that's the issue is that like the law kind of spits in your mouth sometimes. Like it's like
no, yeah, I get it. I get it. The whole I get it. But it's still
you're never really getting what you wanted.
But the concept is like it was purchased, and resellers do that all the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the concept of like saying this was never used. I don't want it. Here you go. I'm paying
they're
your price.
They're not selling it as new though. Like, but that's weird because
the technicality it is new.
It's weird because like remember we were just on eBay the other day when we were looking at the God of War consoles.
Yeah.
And the new ones were selling for much more.
Right. I mean, like
Could Sony step in and be like,
they arguably could be like, yeah, you're not an authorized reseller, pull it down.
Sell this as used, yeah.
Well, I feel like if they're out of print at that point, you could say whatever the fuck you want.
Well, that's the thing is like eBay is a used marketplace.
Yeah.
And then eBay would then it falls on eBay to like say, yeah, the seller says new, but what they mean is that it is unused. Okay. And any warranty. Like it's the whole nightmare of what like this is what the whole nightmare especially is like what is new depends on what the definition of the word is, like
I guess it's like, but if I have a sealed copy of something, that is new.
Hey, you don't run into these problems, motherfucking let go. Facebook Marketplace.
No, I get it. If I have a sealed copy of fucking Bubble Bob on the NES, guess what? That shit's still new.
The best one.
I don't care how many years have passed.
This is a $20 game. This is not like fucking
right. It still doesn't make fucking sense to me.
That's the weirdest part is that like it's literally like fucking bargain bin shit now too.
Okay,
I guess it's just setting a precedent like on that. Like don't fuck with us.
That's
exactly what it is. Yeah,
exactly.
It's absolutely like look at this legal dick. Don't fuck with
big dick energy, Howard.
Yeah. All right, it's not Todd Howard. It's
I know. I said it wasn't Todd Howard.
It's always Todd Howard.
It's always Todd Howard.
Fucking by
Skyrim. Let's see. There's an article in DualShockers about how Microsoft and Nintendo didn't want to take the risk on Yakuza, and now it's the hottest shit out. They're like, give me. But I mean, like,
whoa,
that one you can kind of like.
My bad, my blunder.
Without reading that one, you can kind of suss out what's going on there. Like that game is super niche and super risky, and
Yakuza's been out for a while.
Even in Japan, they were like, "Yeah, I don't know." And then eventually, it's just now hitting its stride. Like 6-7 games later.
Yeah. Well, it took the remake and took 0. It took 0.
Yeah,
and now the remix, Kawami, whatever.
Kawami.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Like now they're building a way bigger steam, and then 6 just is about to come out, or is it out?
It's out. Yeah.
Like. Yeah, Yakuza's a fun game, dude.
They're fun.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're good.
Play Yakuza.
Jeez.
It's a more self-aware, better sense of humor, better written, like,
and Majima. Majima.
All right. I love in my, you know how much I love Xbox, so they announced 2 new controllers. Oh no, these are great.
Is either one the Elite 2?
No, so I clicked on it. I think it was. There's a new one called Phantom Black.
Oh, they're just colors?
It fades to translucent.
Ooh. Fade to translucent. Yeah. Or translucent fades to black?
That's not a Metallica album.
Fades to blue.
Here, I'm gonna.
I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna snip it and put it in the chat.
My phone's dead and over there.
Well, you'll get it later. I'll have to show it to him. Oh no!
I don't got anything.
Why aren't we in Discord? That'd be faster. Just show you my fucking screen.
Just turn this bitch around.
Nah, that is a nightmare.
I know.
Oh, it's a picture of a puppy dog.
Nope, still got Samus playing the keyboard.
Oh,
there you go.
Wait, is that Keyboard
Cat?
Cat?
Pretty fucking cool.
No, I was just... it was Keyboard Cat.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I like the translucent one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's probably like fucking $70. $65 available for pre-order.
Let me show you all my N64 translucent controllers.
Wait, no,
I got none.
No, the special one, the translucent one's $70, and the blue one, gray blue one's $65. Yeah. Anyway, it's just still waiting on
Raspberry, says the guy who just fucking.
Still waiting on Elite Controller 2,
yeah,
man.
Just willing to spend the $150 on that. Still
waiting on that. Let's see. What other... What do you... Oh, I thought he was showing you something. What are y'all doing over there? There's a Spider-Man gameplay launch trailer. We saw that, though. We already know what that is.
I just sold my PlayStation. I'm not playing that game.
What's that new PS4?
Spider-Man PS4?
No, the 500 million.
Oh, whatever. The 500 million...
That people are going ape shit over?
Really?
Just to fucking buy and scalp? Like, people are going really fucking crazy for that console.
There's 50,000 of them made, right?
Something like that. You can buy the controller separately.
Yeah.
Controller's neat. I like it.
That one is also kind of translucent.
Wait, is it the blue and gold thing?
Yes.
No, it's not blue and gold.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like gold on it. Okay, well, here we go. This is the best ever.
I trust
you. Here you go.
The controller's definitely blue and gold.
I know that, yeah. I thought it was just blue and white or speckles or some shit.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
It's got like
because they have
shit.
The game.
It's got like gold matrixy shit coming down on it.
They got blue gold for that Game Days, whatever it's called. They did another one like that.
Days of Play. It looks like a lot like the Days of Play.
Oh yeah, it does. Well, never mind.
I mean, it's kind of like translucent as well. You know,
looks dope. I like it.
I don't even. Yeah, but I think I was thinking of the Days of Play one. Oh yeah, this is different.
Yeah, Days of Play is brighter.
Yeah,
comes with a 2 terabyte hard drive for $500.
Is it a Pro or Slim?
Well, it also comes with a camera. It looks like, at least from this image.
Yeah, it does come with it. A commemorative copper plate.
Okay.
Neat.
Sometimes they stretch.
Oh, they have extra special ones. All right. 24th. So you got 10 days. Go to ps.com.
I just want that PS1 20th anniversary edition, whatever. Like,
oh, really?
It looked dope. I like the controller. That controller was sweet.
I might know a guy.
Of course you do.
You don't even want to know how much those controllers are.
I know. I figured.
I know a guy.
You're fine. You can keep it.
Pretty sure they're like 80.
I know.
Basement.
That's not bad.
I know a guy who has one in his basement.
You have a basement?
Just kidding, like Jason.
Oh, good Lord.
Let you
Stop.
Okay. I've been listening to a lot of crappy music.
Were you doing?
Was it Pearl Jam?
Were you doing a Trick Daddy thing?
No, that was
Heaven Flow.
That was Nelly.
I'm on Joey's radio.
Yeah, that is 100%. That is 100%. Eddie Vedder doing that every time. For a while there, I couldn't get into the car without hearing Stan. So I was like, this is weird.
Eminem?
Yeah. It was real weird. Like every day they'd be like, and now for the blah, 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 blah. And like, I was like, oh my god, not again.
Yeah. Every time I turn it on 98.5, the classic rock station, like I'm watching a 70s war movie because it's just Fortunate Son over and over.
Yeah, I can't do it. I know what we're talking about. All right, I think that's all I really got. I got for like news. There's other news out there, but I don't know. Like,
it ain't me.
That one guy got fired from IGN. Do you want to talk about that?
Dude, that was straight up an article I sent you. That was straight up fucking high school plagiarism. Even worse than high school plagiarism.
Did you see that he like released a statement that was like the plagiarism was purely unintentional / I got fired.
He apologized, but didn't apologize to the guy. Just didn't credit him. Then goes to on saying, well, the media's just looking out for me. Go ahead, Kotaku. You have a headliner now. And then Kotaku goes, by the way, here's 5 more articles that we found in your history of journalism that you plagiarized as well. Sure enough.
Yeah.
Verbatim. That guy is a fucking tool. I feel bad that he has a kid. He has a son. But, you can't work in the industry again. Like, he's fucked.
Did we talk about the Undertale Collector's Edition?
Yeah,
no, bring that on.
I thought I sent that to you.
Right, but say it on the podcast.
Okay, go ahead. Let me finish that, and then we'll talk about it.
I was like, what company's going to hire you after
Nobody.
that?
Yeah, he's fucked.
He's fucked.
He deserves to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Vita and PlayStation, right?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, how much is that game?
Fangamer has the Undertale physical collector's edition for $69.
Fangamer, that's why.
You can get it for PS4, Switch, Vita, or the PC. The collector's edition comes with complete Undertale soundtrack, over 100 songs on 2 CDs. The Undertale sheet music booklet featuring 6 songs with annotations by Toby Fox. A 14-karat gold-plated brass music box locket. It's in the shape of a heart, and it says "Best Friends Forever." A Matchbox-style collector's box. A standard edition copy of Undertale, and then a 24-page story booklet illustrated by Timmy Chang. The Switch version also comes with a special slipcase.
For how much?
$70. I think it's an okay value.
Yeah, you got to really be into the Undertale music, which I am, but I also can't read sheet music, so.
The standard edition.
I just plays notes randomly. So it's old music school's trick.
The standard edition just is $30, so that's kind of cool.
Wait, what?
The standard edition for the Switch and is.
Wait, is there a release date on that?
What? I don't know.
Undertale. I thought that was still like just out in the ether.
Out in the ether. Yeah, it's something funny. I don't know why.
So I'm just gonna keep going.
Just dial tone.
Oh yeah, this happened sometime last week. They did it. The final definitive edition of Chrono Trigger on Steam.
Oh, yeah.
It only took 3 or 4 updates, but last week, the game's perfect now.
Is it though?
That's what they said.
Has it?
The pixels are great. The text is back to normal. Like, all right, tile placement's good. It's the last update from what Squaresoft said. I keep saying Squaresoft. And yeah, they're not pushing anything else. So get wrecked if it's not good.
September 15th is the release date.
I read that.
Okay, fantastic.
I read that. I'm like, I really want to play the Chrono Trigger and see what they did.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I do, but I'm not giving them any more money for them to destroy that game. So yeah, check that out. I definitely recommend it. What was the other thing?
I don't know, you have the thing.
$30 for Undertale's like pretty steep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been like $10 like a million times.
I bought it for $6.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you get a physical copy. You can lend it to people.
Yeah,
aren't ROM sites being shut down?
That's where it was. That's what I was thinking.
Nintendo just fucking fucking
they fucking nuked a couple of sites.
That's where I was trying to get to with the protect your copyright thing.
Like MU Paradise is gone. I fucking love that.
Okay, all right. So I love ROMs got sued to shit, and then. So that's what we were getting to, and I forgot. So Nintendo came out and said, "Hey, we don't want any more ROMs out there," and so Emu Paradise has started removing all their ROMs. I Love ROMs and I Love Retro, I think, was the other one they ran, right?
Some shit like that, yeah.
They took down all the ROMs, and we're not just talking like. So Nintendo is out there, good or bad, threatening legal action, like old school, like Napster style legal action, like $10,000 for every ROM you have and $10,000 for every download or whatever, whatever. And I'd imagine some of this is coming from the backlash of the classics coming out.
Yep.
People
that has to be completely,
but I have some bad news for Nintendo. This stuff has been out there since I was a kid.
The dawn of the internet.
I remember.
Big thanks to Snesticle, Nesticle and SNES 9X.
Yeah,
SNES 9X.
I remember
my first emulator.
I remember playing Super Nintendo games on my computer when Super Nintendo was still actively for sale.
Wincoax and fucking Wonder Swan.
Yeah,
I love those emulators. I love them.
So I mean, I can understand it. There's
Just the big boys got taken out. I mean, the smaller guys are still around.
The thing is, those things have been.
They'll get them too, though.
They've been out there for a million years. I mean, it's
Nintendo's got a fine tooth comb, man.
They'll come back under a different name. That's all it is.
Here's my argument.
We got hit by Nintendo.
Remember with the things like the
it's like the E3 shit.
Yeah. So here's my thing. I can understand Nintendo, especially going off ones where it's like, yo, you want to play Mario Brothers? Just go to this website and it'll load the ROM in your website and you can play it with your keyboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can understand that. You want to play Mario World, same thing. I can understand wanting to shut that stuff down.
Yeah, shut that shit down.
Because you're trying to sell that to people. It's you have to protect it or you lose it, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, the downside of this is that if not for ROMs and emulation and that whole scene,
gaming history would die.
Exactly, because no one's taking care of games.
Nope.
No one would know.
You dumped the game so you could have it.
Right.
Star Fox 2 was dumped? And now we have an actual physical, if you didn't buy a fucking SNES Classic, now you have one.
Well, just think of stuff like Hagane and shit that would never make its way to circulation.
All the unlicensed games, Bubble Bath Babes, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I know it's bullshit, but you can't play it without spending how much money on that shit?
Yeah,
$600 card.
Well, and then there's just the fact that some of these games that people wouldn't have played or seen or heard or the history of them. Mm-hmm. There's people out there who the guy who BYUU he dumped all the ROMs himself. He hand dumped all the Super Nintendo ROMs. And he hand scanned every insert, every box, and everything just so it can be preserved.
Yeah,
because Nintendo's not doing that.
I mean, that was like a posterity thing too.
Right? Nintendo's not doing that. Konami's not doing that.
No one's doing that.
The companies that don't exist anymore. Vic Tokai. Who the fuck is Vic Tokai? That Vic Tokai is Konami.
Oh, I'm saying LJN.
Not Vic Tokai. LJN is Konami.
Are they?
Yes. Yeah. So the way that happens, is LJN. Well, okay, LJN was a port thing and splintered off. It's really weird.
No, I believe you. Fuck LGN.
No, Ultra was of Konami. LJN became Acclaim. That's who they became.
I mean, Toei's still around.
Right. But
surprisingly enough.
Like I said, like Vic Tokai, that kind of stuff.
Oh, Vic Tokai. Yeah, I remember them. Data East.
Yeah, exactly. But none of those people.
Like they're all gone. Stuff. Or rebranded.
Let me get snarky here real quick.
Okay.
Who are you getting snarky on?
Where am I at?
Are you feeding a troll?
Yes.
Stop feeding a troll.
Alrighty.
Someone chatting?
Don't worry about it. It's Christy.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, I think that's really like, Nintendo again, stepping out there and seeing how far they can push it. Obviously, clearing
pretty out fucking far.
Clearing out ROM sites is.
I'm thinking that's why the N64 Classic hasn't come out.
They're probably
they're trying.
They're probably like, we need to get rid of these ROMs if we want to like
that, or fucking implement something like a blocker. Like I don't know. The flash drive is literally a gig, 2 megabytes.
It's just full.
Good luck fitting
it's
something.
It's full
of
copies of that's the first South Park cartoon. What else they put on there?
Dancing baby gif.
Yes, it's all kinds of stuff that's not allowed. All right,
single female lawyer.
I think that's all I got for like stuff. Let me see if anything came out today that
I was trying to read more stuff. That came to my head about the ROM shit.
Yeah, it was on.
Oh, Monster Hunter's coming to Steam. Switch soon.
I
don't know.
Well, it's not Monster Hunter World. It's Monster Hunter. Some other thing, right?
I thought it was Monster Hunter. I don't know.
I don't really, it's stuff about Tencent and Riot Games and Tomb Raider on backwards compatible. I don't really see a whole lot else.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
Alrighty. Well, glad to be back. Obviously, we're gonna try to do the show next week, right? I don't think there's anything in the way.
The what show?
This show.
Oh yeah,
the show.
I thought you had another show. I'm like, what show?
We're doing another show.
I will be absent the
27th, 28th, 29th, 30th.
I'll be absent the 1st.
Okay. So
I'll be in Miami. Sorry.
None on the. Are you gonna be back on the 3rd?
Yeah, I'll be coming into town the 1st, but late at night.
Oh, that's a Saturday.
I thought it was Monday.
No, Monday's the 3rd.
Oh, then I'm not the 3rd. Sorry, I'll be back the 3rd.
So you'll be out the 7th. He'll be out the 3rd.
I'm gone through the shit. What is it? Like the 26th through the 1st or something?
Okay, yeah. So
whatever Dragon Con is.
So we definitely need to record on the 20th.
Yeah.
For the show on the 21st. And then there'll probably be 2 weeks of no show on the 27th, 28th, and 3rd.
Just a singular Joey show.
Yeah, I got a thing happening on the 27th.
What's the 27th? Oh, that's right. Never mind. Kind of had to rethink that one.
I may be available. I may not be available. So, like, we're at tentatively right now, the 20th, and then there may be a 2-week break there. Okay, so let's try to.
We'll make it an all-show spectacular.
Yeah. We'll do a 2-week break.
Try our best to bring you the most quality of podcasts.
By spectacular, I mean we'll probably just show up.
Obviously, of course, questions at goldensaucer.net or podcast at goldensaucer.net. You can throw them in the chat. that I ignored today. Sorry.
Rule 34.
The Rule 34. So you can send those to Kyle at goldensaucer.net. You can send all
like
the above us.
There's
our names. You can send them. Let me. Right there.
I'm pointing.
And then right there.
He loves this movie magic for no reason.
Yeah, look, I can. My hands are so big.
See, that's what you get.
Damn.
Also, send all your copies of Captain Toad to me.
Yeah. There's a Donkey review of that. Obviously,
that just dropped today.
Oh, did you hate it?
I didn't watch it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously,
kind of going tired donkey if you could tell.
Get us on whatever you.
All
whatever
his shit
thing.
the same.
I really encourage if you're listening to the audio. Thank you so much for listening to the audio thing. But I do encourage you to check out the videos too.
It's great.
Stop by our SoundCloud.
Yeah, I got a hot rap on there.
Hot rap.
All right, guys. You know what to do.
Later.